Okay, look at this everyone, look how low this lioness is stalking through the grass. She knows all the zebras at the moment are not facing towards her. They've got their backsides towards us. This is amazing. Look at how low this lioness can go. This afternoon we've come out quite early and we've gotten very lucky with finally getting 2 woodland kingfishers in one frame. Now it's been very tough the last couple of weeks before I came back from leave to try and get pictures and videos of these birds. There goes one. Hopefully it'll come straight back. Oh, it's landed just a bit lower. So these beautiful birds for me are the bird of summer. There's no other way to describe it. Their calls always remind me of summer. In the middle of summer, the beginning of summer, and then slowly towards the end of summer you start to hear less and less of them, and then you know you're going into autumn and winter. And then of course they migrate into Africa, and then they leave us for a couple of months, and the bush for me sounds very quiet without them. There goes the second one now. And they're just a really beautiful birds. I'm hoping that before they go back this year we'll get some footage of them both displaying. They do this beautiful striking display with their wings, so hopefully we can get that soon. That's the next mission, is getting the kingfishers to dance for us. So much for the cloud cover. The sun has burnt right through the clouds, and we can just see the storm that hit us this morning has faded away and gone off into the east towards Kruger. And we've got a lovely dazzle of zebras here on this big open clearing. Just before we got down to Main Dam, we did check the area for the Nharus pride. We didn't get very lucky, but for now, because we've come out so early and it's so hot, we've timed it wrong. So for now we're going to spend some time under this tree. There's only a bit of shade for quite a distance. There's a false marula tree, so it's giving us a decent amount, and obviously just wait for it to cool down, and then we'll head back to Main Dam and see maybe the Nharus pop out for a drink. But for now we're just going to spend some time with this small herd or dazzle of zebra on this open clearing. So after spending some time with one of Red Road's sons from the Nharus pride, I noticed that he's got quite a decent sized gash on the top of his head, and I can only imagine that it's either from fighting over a carcass with the other lionesses and Red Road, or if he got a personal beating from Red Road. Very hard to say, and I guess we'll never really know. I'm not sure where the rest of the pride are. They should be around here somewhere. Hopefully as it gets cooler they're going to pop out and maybe head down to the dam and drink, or start hunting. It's very interesting, the dynamic. I wonder if there has been a shift between Red Road and his sons. I really hope not. I thought that they were going to form maybe a coalition, just judging by their age. I think they're 3.5 or 3 going on close to 4 years of age. So I thought maybe it's a good possibility with pressure from the south and the north. Red Road might incorporate his sons into the mix. But it also could have just been a scrap from the pride. So we'll never know. It's not a set in stone thing like he's been outcast. Only time will tell that for sure. But for now we're going to head back up to this big open clearing and see maybe if the rest pop out there, or if we get some other game on those clearings. So let's go and have a look. So after not being able to go out this morning due to all the rain, we've come out this afternoon and we've been surprised once again with the Mbali pack that's moved further north from where we had them a few episodes ago on the virtual safari. Today we're lucky enough that they've come right to camp. We haven't had to travel too far. The problem is now with all the rain, it's going to be very tough to keep up with them, but we're going to try our best. They have just gotten mobile, and there is a herd of wildebeest ahead of us, so things could get very interesting this afternoon with this pack of dogs.
Ronnie. That's amazing. And the lines were there, we couldn't even
Okay, so here come all the dogs. They've just been chased by the herd of wildebeest.
I'm just sitting here watching all of it.
So the Mbali pack are just coming out of this magic grey woodland. We're in full retreat now from the herd of wildebeest. So we're back out again this morning after that crazy wild dog and wildebeest sighting that we had yesterday afternoon. We unfortunately had to leave the dogs. It got too dark. We just missed them killing an impala, and we just caught them being a bit playful, and then unfortunately we had to leave because of the light fading. But we're out again this morning and we're trying to follow up on the wild dogs, also trying to see if there's any lions in the area that have moved in from last night. So far no luck. Early this morning I did manage to hear lions roaring. Obviously it was just quite tough to tell the direction. It was a very quick roar. So we're just stopping now, listening, appreciating some of the smaller things like all the birds flying around, and maybe we'll get a better clue as to where the lions are. So while carrying on looking for lions and wild dogs this morning, we've bumped into a very special surprise, and that is 2 purple rollers. So these are the larger, if not the largest species of rollers that we get around here. I'm just going to move to the left slightly so that you can see the other one in the shot. At first we saw one perched quite closely and we tried to get a shot and flew away. So we're going to just try and creep a bit closer to these 2. Okay, so interestingly enough, it does look like it is the Nharus pride. We saw one big male. We thought at first it could have been Mandevu, but it actually is Red Road. And the rest of the Nharus are just in the block behind me here. They seem to be lying a bit flat. They were moving a bit. It is getting hot. The sun is peering out behind the clouds, which is not great for us or for them, because that means they're going to lie flat. But there is still a good chance that, with it being still a little bit earlier in the morning, they could go and potentially hunt or drink. So we are going to hang around. I haven't done a proper head count. I can't see all of them properly. But one of the things that someone asked recently on the virtual safari was to try and ID the lions and how do you differentiate between the 2. And for me, with the Nharus and the Mbiri pride, something that I look at quite regularly is that the colour of the Nharus are quite a dark orange, and the Mbiris are more of a lighter tawny to yellow colour. So it's very interesting. At first I thought it was maybe the Mbiri pride, but then I saw a couple of the lionesses and they were this dark orange, and the Mbiris are a very pale sort of yellow colour. So it's one thing to distinguish between them other than numbers and features on the lions themselves. Okay, so after assessing the situation, it looks like we've got a large amount of the Nharus pride here. Definitely Red Road at the back. Silver Eye is here. We've got this other younger lioness that we've not officially named, but we sort of know her as the shaded eye or cloudy eyed lioness. There's red right at the back. Let's just zoom onto him quickly. And she's here too. It looks like one young male's here. I haven't seen the young male that we saw the day before yesterday. So we've got red right at the back. We've got silver eye here as well. We've got one of the young males. I haven't seen the young male that we saw the day before yesterday with the fresh wounds on his head that looked pretty much like very decent sized puncture wounds. We've got a couple of the younger lionesses here. I'm really hoping that they're going to move. It is getting really hot. There's still a lot of cloud cover, so there's a good chance they could still get up and move, maybe drink or hunt. Otherwise, this afternoon is going to be... This is the spot to be this afternoon, is waiting for them to get up. What is really fascinating to me as well is that they are right north, way out of their territory, and they're right here in the Mbiri Pride's territory. Now, for me, I think the Mbiri Pride are away. They are probably up in the north where we can't access due to all the rain we've had. So I think the Nharus are safe for now. But really... great start in terms of lion dynamics changing so quickly in the start of 2024. Okay, so two of the Nharu lionesses are up. I think they've seen... Okay, here we go. There's some zebra just off to the right of me, close to the pan. Funny enough, this is exactly the same area we were yesterday with the pack of wild dogs. Okay, here we go. She's moving. The front one's also moving. We might have a hunt on our hands. Yeah, this lioness definitely sees this group of zebras here just off to the right of me. So there are lions literally all over the place right now. We've got 3. Obviously the rest are tucked in under the quarries. But they're slowly edging closer towards this herd of zebra. The zebras definitely don't know they're here. Okay, look at this everyone. Look how low this lioness is stalking through the grass. She knows all the zebras at the moment are not facing towards her. They've got their backsides towards us. This is amazing. Look at how low this lioness can go. So very unlucky for the Nharu Pride, unfortunately. They were within at least 50 meters of the zebra and wildebeest herd until one lonely wildebeest bull spotted them and gave the alarm, which sent everything else chaotically running for their lives. It's amazing how watching lionesses hunt, or any lions hunt, but particularly this group of lionesses, how there's one lioness that sort of leads it and she sees it and goes for it, and the rest just follow her lead, spread out around her. I mean, I'll show you a picture now, but literally under all these small guarri shrubs around us, there's at least 1 or 2 lionesses under each shrub, and it just shows you how they've managed to get close enough and follow. Sorry, elephant bull that's really not happy up on the crest here. And it's just, sorry, it's amazing to see how they can sneak around and position themselves so well and coordinate themselves to hunt. It's unbelievable to watch. I was really hoping they would catch one just to show you how it would pay off, but I don't think it's really over yet. They still look interested. They haven't laid down and flopped, so it's a good chance they might give it another go. We'll have to wait and see what they get up to. Wow, okay, so what a morning out. It's really hot. Thank goodness for the little bit of clouds above us. If there was no clouds, I would have been back at camp long ago. It's already so hot, and I can feel the sun just starting to burn through. So lucky we got here when we did. Really good to see the Nharus pride again. First time seeing them this year, which is exciting, and also really exciting and really strange that they are this far. They are right by Tin Swallow at the moment, right by the lodge. Normally we see them down at Main Dam, Dulamiti, Skankanka, even further down south, all the way on those other roads in the south, close to the Sabi Sands boundary. So for me, this is the first seeing them this far up north. I know they have been here before as close as Wild Dog Dam, but wow, this is pushing it to the next level for the Nharus pride. Excellent to see Red Road again. I think we'll definitely kick off the next virtual safari right here where we've left this one off, and obviously just try and follow up with them and see what they get up to this afternoon. But I hope you all enjoyed that one. Something else to really think about is less than 24 hours ago we had a pack of wild dogs on this spot interacting with pretty much, we think, the same herd of wildebeest that these lionesses try to go for. So that's pretty special in itself. And I hope you all enjoyed that one, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Virtual Safari.